Teach for All expands educational opportunity internationally by increasing and accelerating the impact of independent social enterprises that enlist their nation's most promising future leaders in addressing educational need. The potential success of such enterprises has been proven by the network's founding partner organizations, Teach for America and Teach First in the United Kingdom, which over the past 2 decades have each demonstrated an ability in the short run to significantly increase student achievement in low-income communities, while also building a national leadership force to drive systemic change across all sectors over the long run. Teach for All launched in 2007 in response to demand from entrepreneurs around the world seeking to adapt the model used by Teach for America and Teach First in their own countries. These enterprises provide a pipeline of high-caliber teachers who commit for 2 years to go above and beyond traditional expectations to lead their students to significant academic achievement, despite the challenges of poverty and the limited capacity of their country's school system. At the same time, these enterprises are addressing educational need in their nations over the long term by working with their alumni to cultivate an effective force of future leaders in all fields who have the unique perspective and deep conviction that comes from having taught successfully in high-need communities. Teach for All provides significant technical support to its network partners as they launch, build, and grow their local enterprises. Teach for All also facilitates the ability of its partners to learn from one another through the sharing of resources and experiences among peers, thus enabling each partner to more quickly scale inevitable learning curves and to therefore have a much greater impact much sooner.
Education changes the life opportunities that anyone has throughout the rest of their life, and to have people growing up in the UK and across the rest of the world with such big differences in the quality of their education means that in effect we're saying, well, you know, you're going to have massive differences in the quality of the rest of your life, and we think that's okay.
Unequal access to quality education limits entire cross-sections of students from realizing their full potential and leading impactful and fulfilling lives. In communities around the world, a child's background often determines his or her educational and life prospects. All of the local partner organizations in the Teach for All network are committed to a common national mission. They each aim to enlist their country's most promising future leaders to teach in high-need areas and to work throughout their lives, from inside and outside of education, to address the root causes of the problem. More specifically, Teach for All's partner organizations recruit and develop outstanding university graduates of all disciplines and career interests to commit 2 years to teach in areas of educational need, providing a critical source of teachers who will help ensure their students have the educational opportunities they deserve. With significant training and ongoing support, these teaching participants work relentlessly to succeed with students, ensuring better educational outcomes and life opportunities for children growing up today, and also gaining added conviction that it is possible to ensure educational opportunity for all, as well as a first-hand understanding of how to achieve it.
The model is simple. It's, kids are far behind when they get to our school, and so we need to ensure that they catch up, and so that means we're going to have longer days, we're going to work on Saturdays, we're going to engage parents to ensure that they're truly invested in their children's education.
The goal is success for all kids.
Go! My students have already reached a 1.5-year growth. They want their peers to see them go higher, and they'll really work towards that. So it's the investment, that's everything.
The pipeline for teachers to have an immediate impact on student achievement is necessary. But as our core members are learning and growing, they're assuming more and more leadership positions, and I think there's a huge impact there. Lindsay Craig taught for a few years in another Teach for America site, came to Baltimore, and then became an instructional support teacher. Within 2 years, the Holabird Academy, and underneath her leadership, has had dramatically different results for students.
In the past 3 years, test scores have continued to go up. We are at this point 85% proficient or advanced, and in some grade levels 100% proficient or advanced. And I feel like everything that's happening here, growing enrollment, attendance going up, test scores going up, all of that is also happening on a grander level in Baltimore.
We have alum going into leadership positions inside and outside of education, and they're fundamentally transforming Baltimore.
In many of those schools where you see that remarkable transformation, you see large numbers of Teach for America teachers and alumni These are the folks who are going to become curriculum leaders, the executive directors, the principals, the heads of foundations, the folks that might go into politics so that the conversation about education takes a more informed tone. They're very much an essential part of the map for reform in the city.
Today, Teach for All is a network of organizations in 15 countries that are collectively placing almost 9,000 teachers in high-need communities and transforming the lives of 770,000 students. Teach for All continues to field requests from aspiring social entrepreneurs in more than 60 countries across the globe who have identified educational need as a key challenge in their national contexts and believe this model is a way for them to effectively address it. The organizations in Teach for All's network are working tirelessly to expand educational opportunity in their countries. The support that Teach for All delivers to these organizations positions them to effectively attract, train, and place their nation's most promising future leaders in committing 2 years to teach in high-need areas. In the immediate term, these teaching participants dramatically increase the achievement of their students, altering students' academic pathways and ultimately transforming their lifelong trajectories. Over the long term, Teach for All helps its partner organizations position alumni of their programs to become a force of leaders who will drive systemic changes from within and outside of the education sector. Ultimately, Teach for All aims to increase and accelerate the impact of our partner organizations around the world, helping them maximize the number of students they reach, the effectiveness of their teachers on student achievement, and their long-term ability to drive systemic change in their country's education systems.